Our distinguished guests, graduands and colleagues, as Chair of the Board, I'd like to extend my very warm welcome to our graduation and presentation ceremony. Today is a high point in the Institute's calendar, and it's a privilege and a great honour for me to congratulate you, our graduands, as you leave as graduates to make your way in the world. Now, graduation is a personal triumph for you, but also a time when your family, friends and our staff can feel justifiably proud of your achievements. I know that the path to graduation will have challenged you in so many ways, intellectually, socially, organisationally, financially, and helping you meet those challenges were your family and friends. So I'd like to invite you, our graduands, to acknowledge the support you've received. So please, could I ask our graduands to stand? It's okay, it's just the graduands. Just you can sit down. And so I'd like to invite you, our graduands, to acknowledge the support you've received. Please do remain standing because crucial to your success have been our academics, professional services staff, and many banks and financial services organisations who have supported our programmes and our students. So let us all now thank them in the same way. Please be seated. Thank you. Our institute has a shared history with the City of London and this impressive medieval hall. And this ceremony gives me a chance to comment on that shared history. The Institute of Bankers was established 146 years ago to serve the needs of the City of London's banking community, when Victorian London was by far the largest city in the world and the undisputed centre of global trade. Nearly a century later, the Big Bang of the City of London enabled us to diversify by combining our strength in professionally accredited qualifications with a growing demand for financially orientated degrees. We received our Royal Charter in 1987 and over the next 30 years built a high-quality, professionally focused academic institution called, as you all know, the London Institute for Banking and Finance. Now part of the largest university group in Germany and renamed as Walbrook Institute, we're forging a new future, one that is grounded in an ancient City of London ward with the Bank of England at its heart, and one that is positioned as a leader in the provision of high-quality apprenticeships, degrees, and professionally accredited financial qualifications. Our location in Guildhall sets this history in a much longer-term perspective. This magnificent 15th century hall is built on beautiful 12th century crypts, which were in turn built on this country's largest Roman amphitheatre. It is home to the City of London Corporation, the venue for many national and civic events, and is alive with financial sector conferences throughout the year. I now want to stress that you'll be leaving this ceremony as an LIBF or Walbrook graduate, and you'll forge your own path in life, but at some point, I'm sure you'll look back over your shoulder. And when you do, I can guarantee that we will have progressed. You'll see exciting programmes and an absolute commitment to that higher form of education where one learns from those who are themselves learning. I do hope that you, our graduates, will stay in touch with us and watch us as we grow and watch us as we prosper. Remember, you're now part of an alumni community that can not only support your career, but keep you in touch with your colleagues and this institute. Now, of course, the only thing standing in the way of the presentations and your celebrations is me. So I'll end by wishing you every success in the future and remind our graduates of why they were held to such a high standard of excellence throughout their time with us. For it was Aristotle who observed that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. I hope you enjoy the ceremony, and thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our Director of Financial Services, John Somerville, who will formally open this graduation and presentation ceremony.
Thank you, Professor Sir Paul Curran. Congregation, it's fantastic to be here in the Guildhall as we celebrate the achievements of so many of our students. I'd now like to invite our Vice-Chancellor and CEO, Steve Hill, to join me on the stage. I am pleased to present the following professional awards conferred by LIBF. Each student has successfully completed the required course of study. For the award of Professional Diploma in Banking and Finance, I present Harry Foster, Andrew Gray, Lucy Kilbane, Philip Knight, Naomi Mellows, Deborah Pilgrim, Dominic Ramsey, for the Advanced Diploma in Banking and Finance, Michael Anyasiki, Priti Aurora, Ruksar Budala, Jenny Carrington, Dua El Attaway, Danny Finlay. Stephen Holden. Hussam Khoury. Tony Major. Louise McCage. Alan McGraw. Yin Hai Mok. Thomas Mullins. Eve Summers. Holly Timbrell. For the Level 6 Diploma in Financial Advice, Taylor Beavis. Christopher Breach. Luke Brooke. Leanne Clarking. Michael Drummond. Chris Eborn. Nigel Evans. Christopher Geisdorf. Louis Gocher. Alexander Griffin. Michael Hayes. Bilal Hussain. Jay Kumar. Patrick Montgomery. Tendai Muti. Amy Reid. Hayley Rogers. Matthew Sefton. David Sudwarts. Robert Tiffin. Christopher Waugh. And Christopher Wilson. For the Certificate for Documentary Credit Specialists, Joanna Dana Maritui. Sun Mu. Sandhya Jagana Saibu. For the Chartered Associate Programme in Financial Services, achieved by the apprenticeship route, I present Billy Chi. Emily Jin. And Hannah Yahai Awi. Congratulations to all the graduates achieving these awards. We're pleased to celebrate your achievements today. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome Jenny Carrington, one of our professional education students, who has just received her advanced diploma in banking and finance and chartered status. Jenny.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to say what an honour it is to be standing here today. Although when I was first asked to give this speech, mild panic was the initial element. Still got that mild panic. And then some questions. Why did I say yes? And what am I going to say? But I was told to tell my story, so that's what I'm going to do. I've worked in banking for over 20 years with HSBC, starting an entry-level position in my local branch straight after university. Not entirely sure where I was headed. At the time, it was a job to get me started. It was just a pit stop while I decided what my real career would be, using my English Literature and Media Studies degree. I didn't walk in with a 5-year plan, never mind a 20-year one. But somewhere along the way, I found my path, my passion, working in business banking, initially supporting our business customers and then supporting my colleagues. Today, I'm proud to be part of the team that oversee risk and operations in our business banking segment, something I never imagined when I first stepped into the industry. My learning journey, like many of yours, hasn't been a straight line. I've studied in stages over the past 12 years. 12 years of coursework, exams, resits, webinars, late-night study sessions squeezed between full-time work, my social life, and occasionally sleep and lost weekends and evenings. After completing my first 2 qualifications, I swiftly secured promotions at work, and I always said that was a bit of a coincidence. But on reflection, it's a moment of clarity, a reminder that learning isn't just something you do on the side. It generally shapes how you grow, how you think, and how you lead. The learning I undertook not only gave me new knowledge, it gave me renewed confidence that made me believe I could be better and I deserve better. And while I joke about the stress and the lack of weekends, the truth is I've become genuinely passionate about learning, because learning doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care how old you are, what stage of your career you're in, what your background is, or how many times you had to reread a topic because your brain was fried. As we can see here today, learning is for everyone, and this room is living proof of that. We're a group made up of different ages, different industries, experiences, and qualifications, and yet we're united in the fact that we all showed up. We all chose to keep going, to keep growing. That's something I think we should all be incredibly proud of. Now, let's be honest, studying alongside full-time work is not always inspirational. While other people were enjoying weekends away, I was on a strict regime of tea, textbooks, and research. My family and friends, who I need to thank publicly, in particular, my very tolerant and patient husband, who is here today, once again supporting me, they've been so supportive. They've listened to me complain, panic, and second-guess myself more times than I can count. They've celebrated the small wins and forgiven the missed dinners and nights out. I'm sure you can all agree they all deserve degrees in patience. To my fellow graduates, today is about celebrating what you've achieved, but it's also about acknowledging what you've overcome. The doubts, the time pressure, the deadlines, and that moment in every course where you ask yourself, why am I doing this again? Well, this is why, this moment right here, because whether your journey was 2 years or 12 years like mine, you proved to yourself that you could do it. You showed persistence, resilience, and commitment. And if you can do this, you can do anything. And for anyone still figuring out what their next step is, don't worry. I didn't know this would be my career. Sometimes the path only becomes clear after you've already walked half of it. What matters is that you stay open, stay curious, and keep learning. So today, let's celebrate not just the qualifications, but the mindset, the decision to better ourselves, to challenge ourselves, and to invest in our future. To every graduate here, congratulations. You've earned this moment, and whatever comes next, you've already proven that you're more than ready for it. I'd like to thank you and enjoy the celebration. I'm handing over to the Academic Dean, Professor Alexis McLean.
Thank you, Jenny. I'd also like to invite Steve back onto the stage. I'm pleased to present the following awards for higher education students. Each student has completed the required course of study and satisfied the examiners for the award of Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance with Honours. Khalid Ali. Sana Abjid. Christian Konstantin Dima. Rafał Janiski. Sana Javid. Kuma Kakaras. Carlos Loiseau. Azza Muhammad. Ongo Norena de Oro. Alfie Page. Delia Pavel. Shamina Rakamur. Kari Revel. Jana Rutherford. Maja Siwek. Louis Trujillo Sikwilanda. Rita and Underhill. Stefano Kverta. And for the Sandwich Award of Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance with honours, including the year in industry, Bushra Ali. Samuel Cork. Jacob Hudson. Nathan Sandberg. The following students have pursued an apprenticeship programme to achieve the Bachelor of Science in Financial Services Management with honours. Bronte Arnott, who graduates with a first class. Jagip Basi. Hayley Bird, who graduates with first class honours. Megan Clark, who graduates with first class honours. Salome Darby, who graduates with first class honours. William Dawson, who graduates with first class honours. Harshita Ganesh, who graduates with first class honours. William Emil Genovese, who graduates with first class honours. Chloe Gree, who graduates with first class honours. Lindsay Harris, who graduates with first class honours. Megan Heffron, who graduates with first class honours. Sarah Hussey, who graduates with first class honours. Ellis Kerrigan, who graduates with first class honours. Japid Kirwan. Alicia Kitchen. Darji Kumar Laga, who graduates with first class honours. Oliver Lee, who graduates with first class honours. Nea Mia. James Pritchard. Mohammed Kamran Riaz. Lauren Riches, who graduates with first class honours. Kia Smith. Syed Udin, who graduates with first class honours. Megan Wallace. Kirsty Ward. And for the award of Bachelor of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with Honours, Hadiz Ali. Finn Allison, who graduates with first class honours. Casper Almond. Maria Azam. Theo Barrington Cramp, who graduates with first class honours. AJ Banot. Tushar Birdie. Trim Lakaku. Lewis Brand. Amber Cooper. Connor Coppard, who graduates with first class honours. Danny Davis, who graduates with First Class Honours. Oliver DeFusco, who graduates with First Class Honours. Arjun Dahalwal. Tyler Dos Santos. Israel Fasui. Charlie Fick, who graduates with First Class Honours. Morgan Fletcher. Tierney Fuller, who graduates with First Class Honours. Toby Gower. Christopher Holman, who graduates with First Class Honours. Tarkan Kamal. Abdul Khan. Sefrimi Koshodu. Thomas Kubika. Kai Lovell, who graduates with First Class Honours. Jathusa Mahendran. Jacob Mangoro, who graduates with First Class Honours. Tequila Mason. Ben Mixon. Henry Musindex. Izzy Nichols. Luke Nutley. Jason Okafor. Mario Orfandes. Jack Ott. Emre Uchakoski. Alexander Payne. Shan Pankania. Eddie Perez Garzon. Mason Pridham. Timoth Puriyankaraj. Curtis Story. Abigail Swords. Olivia Tomicheska. And for the Sandwich Award of Bachelor of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with honours, including a year in industry, Joseph Colbert, who graduates with first-class honours. Liam Proctor, who graduates with first-class honours. Alessandro Rivadosi, who graduates with first-class honours. And for the Masters of Science in Banking and FinTech, Dina Duo Essel. Mahmoud Gahan Sahalim. Master of Science in Banking and Sustainable Finance, Salah Al-Zajarili. Master of Science in Management and Finance, Fabien Gola. That concludes the presentation of awards. LIBF now confers the certificates, diplomas and degrees awarded in absentia to those students who are unable to be with us today. Each has successfully completed their course of study and satisfied the examiners. Please join me in congratulating them. It now gives me great pleasure to welcome another one of our student speakers, Lindsay Harris, who graduates today with a Bachelor of Science in Financial Services Management with a first-class honours.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's such an honour to stand here today and represent my fellow apprentices as we celebrate this incredible achievement together. Looking around the room, I see so many proud faces, and rightly so. We've all worked so hard to get here, and today is about celebrating that determination, resilience and achievement. When I began this degree apprenticeship, I really didn't quite know what to expect. I'd worked in financial services for many years, but this programme offered something new, the chance to deepen my understanding of the industry while still working full-time. And that's one of the greatest things about an apprenticeship. You don't just learn in theory, you learn by doing. You can take what you study one day and put it into practice the next. And that immediate connection between learning and real-world experience is incredibly powerful. What we've learned has been relevant, practical and valuable, not just for us as individuals, but for the organisations we work for and the customers we serve. It's given us deeper appreciation of what's good of what good financial management looks like and how our roles contribute to that bigger picture. Now, I'll be honest with you, returning to study at the age of 40 was not without its challenges. My brain is not quite as absorbent as it once was, and starting this journey in the middle of COVID made things even harder. Like many of you, I was studying from my kitchen table, juggling online meetings, assignments, and everyday life. On top of that, I still had a house to run, a husband, 2 teenage children, and even a horse to look after. There were times when I wondered how I was ever going to make it through, but I wouldn't change the experience for the world. It has stretched me, challenged me, and helped me grow both professionally and personally. I've learnt so much, not just about financial services, but about perseverance, balance, and what it really means to step outside your comfort zone. The apprenticeship model has made education accessible in a way that fits real life. It's opened doors for people of all ages and stages in their careers, including those of us who might have thought that university study was behind us. It's proof that learning never stops, and it's never too late to invest in yourself. I want to take a moment to thank LIBF and our tutors for their incredible support, patience, and encouragement along the way. They understood the pressures of working full-time while studying and guided us through every challenge. And a huge thank you to my employer, HSBC, for offering such an opportunity and continuing to invest in the development of its people. The degree apprenticeship shows that HSBC believes in growing talent from within and in supporting colleagues to reach their full potential. Standing here today, I feel an enormous sense of pride, not only in what I've achieved, but in what we've all achieved together. Every one of us has faced challenges along the way, whether that's balancing work and family life, finding motivation after a long day, or studying late into the night. But we've done it. We've shown resilience, determination, and the ability to keep going even when it was tough. So to my fellow graduates, congratulations. We have so many reasons to be proud. We've proven that we can all learn something new, take on a challenge, or make a change. We've learned and seen within ourselves what we've learned and seen within ourselves will stay with us for life. As we look ahead to the future, I hope we carry forward that same curiosity, courage, and commitment that has brought us here today. Because if we can achieve this through a pandemic with busy jobs and busy lives, then there really is no limit to what we can do next. Thank you, and congratulations again to everyone. I'm now handing back over to Alexis.
I'd like to invite Steve Hill to return to the stage. I'd like to take a moment to recognise a few outstanding individuals who've not only excelled academically, but also have made significant contributions to our community. These students have shown exceptional commitment and set an inspiring example for others, and will now receive their certificates recognising this from Steve. It's my pleasure to announce that the Student Engagement Prizes are presented to the following students. For the Bachelor of Science in Financial Services Management with Honours, Salome Darby. For the Bachelors of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with Honours, Tierney Fuller. For the Sandwich Award of Bachelor of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with Honours, Liam Proctor. The Academic Achievement Prizes are presented to the following students. For the Bachelor of Science in Banking and Finance with Honours, Azza Mohammed. For the Bachelor of Science in Financial Services Management with Honours, Sarah Hussey. For the Sandwich Award of Bachelor of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with Honours, Joseph Colbert. Congratulations to all the Academic and Student Engagement Prize winners. It is now my honour to present to the first CEO's Prize. This prize recognises one particular student's exceptional innovative performance and impact, both academic and extracurricular. During her time studying with us, our winner was a careers ambassador supporting her fellow students. She also represented the student body with senior leaders at the Institute. For the Bachelor of Science in Finance, Investment and Risk with Honours, we are very happy to present this prize to Jathuza Mahendran. Let's give a big round of applause to our remarkable students for their exceptional achievements. To all our graduates, today is a celebration of your dedication and perseverance, and I hope it reminds you that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. It gives me great pleasure to welcome our final student speaker, Jacob Mangoro, another one of our career ambassadors. Jacob has graduated today with a Bachelor of Science in Finance and Investment with Risk with a first-class honours. Jacob.
Good afternoon, faculty, friends, family, and graduates of 2025. I'm so honoured to be giving you this speech today. Not because I have all the answers, but because today represents the achievements of everyone in this room. From every student graduating to the friends and the siblings who supported us. And of course, the parents and guardians, who guided us through every step. It's strange to think that I didn't study my first year here. I transferred straight into second year, but soon I realised that in those early days, we were all wondering the same things. Is this the right path for me? Does everyone understand this more than I do? Do I really belong here? The funny part is, only one of those questions ever truly goes away. Even towards the end, I sometimes caught myself thinking, am I really becoming the all-knowing finance bro that I'd once imagined? Especially when my friend and fellow career ambassador Danny Davis already had the answer before I did. But I learned it was never about knowing everything. It was about asking a friend when you were stuck, about the community we'd built on the 7th floor, where there was always someone that could help you at lunch. That, more than anything, is what it means to belong. Getting here was not easy. I've lost count of the amount of times I burned out, crying on the phone to friends and family, some of whom are here today. Hi, Mum, wherever you are. I'm sure many of you have had similar moments. Yet each time, someone lifted us up, and we pressed on, proving that it wasn't just about the journey, but about who we shared it with. All of the hard work and the dedication, the all-nighters, and even that one lecturer who was harder to impress than the others, if you know, you know. Looking back now, we can laugh, but those challenges shaped us. They built the resilience that got us here today. Standing here now, looking out at all of you, I just want to say that I'm proud of every single one of you. Graduation is not the end. It's the beginning of something bigger. A launch pad to the next stage of our lives. The power of our next step doesn't just lie in what we've studied, but in who we've become along the way. What we've discovered about ourselves, how we want to impact the world. It's funny, time seemed to move faster the closer we got to today. 3 years became 3 months, which became 3 weeks, to 3 days, 3 hours, 3 minutes, and here we all are now, with our whole lives ahead of us. But here's the thing. There's no single next step. Every one of us will take a different path. Finance, entrepreneurship, further education, or even an entirely new field. And yet every path is simply another route to the same destination, making a meaningful impact in the world, on those around us, and on ourselves. So, as we look back on who we were and celebrate who we are, let's also hold on to the truth of who we're becoming. A class that will go on to lead, to innovate, and to make those closest to us proud. Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to hand back over to Steve.
Glasses on for this part. How are we doing? How's the energy levels? We're still good? It truly is an honour to serve as your Vice-Chancellor, and what makes this role even more special is to be able to share the stage with you all today, just to see so many smiling faces and so many proud parents and friends in the audience. And as we always say, whooping is not only allowed, it is encouraged. I'd like to thank Jenny, Lindsay and Jacob for sharing their experiences of studying with us and your feelings of pride on your graduation day. Your speeches really hit home with me, and I'm sure many others in the room will feel the same. Congratulations to all of you graduating today and to the loved ones who are supporting you. Whether they're here in person or joining online by the live stream, as someone who now holds an LIBF or Walbrook qualification, the future is in your hands, and I'm really looking forward to speaking to you later to hear about your experiences of studying with us, and more importantly, what you plan to do next. Reaching this milestone today means you're now part of our alumni community, which gives you the opportunity to support future students and graduates. Please do consider becoming a mentor, or for our higher education graduates, joining our brand new Alumni Hub. These networks will also give you connections and opportunities to grow as your own careers progress. In whatever you choose to be involved with Walbrook or LIBF after today, please do stay in touch with us. As Sir Paul said in his opening address, we know that there will be people who have supported you through your studies. In fact, some of our speakers today have mentioned how their loved ones were there for them throughout the good times and the bad. And I'm really delighted that so many of your friends and family have been able to join in your celebrations today. So I'd like to invite all of our graduates to stand up for one last time if you're able. It's now time to look around, to spot your loved ones and to show your appreciation to them for being there for you. Please do make some noise. Thank you all. Please do be seated, and my congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm pleased to say the formal proceedings of today's graduation and presentation ceremony are now closed, but please do remain seated for now. We will shortly begin the congregation out of the hall. Now, this is where my speech splits into two. I have two weather options, and my notes say that I have to casually look to the end of the hall to see if I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down from Annabelle. Is that a thumbs up, Annabelle? Right. It's option one, and this is really seamless. I'd like to invite you all to join us outside in the courtyard for a group photograph and to continue the celebrations. Finally, on behalf of Walbrook, Institute London and LIBF, I extend to each and every one of you our very best wishes for a successful and rewarding career. Congratulations to the graduating classes of 2024 and 2025.